Hello Primary 5, how are you today? I hope you are fine. Today we are going to study Lesson 4 in Unit 5, representing data by the histogram and the frequency polygon. We can start by representing data by the frequency polygon. Think and discuss. Magdi and Yasser visited a company to collect some data about the daily wages paid for workers. They recorded the data and formed the following cumulative frequency table. We have in this cumulative frequency table, we have the sets from 20 to less than 30, and from 30 to less than 40, and from 40 to less than 50, and from 50 to less than 60, and from 60 to less than 70. And the frequency, we have 6 workers and 10 workers and 14 workers and 7 workers and 3 workers. And the total of workers is 40. And their teacher asked them to represent the data using the frequency polygon. Magdi said, first, I can draw the histogram. That I learned. Then we have these 3 steps. Bisect the upper base of the rectangles that form the histogram. And number 2, I draw line segments that join 2 points of bisection in order. Then, and number 3, the union of the line segments. The union of the line segments is called the frequency polygon. And in the above figure, it's colored in red. Now let's look at this frequency polygon. We have the histogram. This histogram represents that from 20 to less than 30, we have 6 workers, and from 30 to less than 40, we have 10 workers, and from 40 to less than 50, we have 14 workers, and from 50 to less than 60, we have 7 workers, and from 60 to 70, we have 3 workers. So, Magdi chose to bisect the upper bases of the rectangles. Then he drew the line segment that join between each 2 points. Then he say the union of these line segments is called the frequency polygon. And Yasser said, I would follow another method to draw a frequency polygon as follows. First, I would draw 2 axes. The horizontal and the vertical. Then I would divide each of them into equal parts to distribute the given data. Then I would determine the center of each set. For example, the set 20, its center is, and the set 30, its center is 35, and so on. So let's try to find the center of the set 20. And the center of a set equals its lower bound plus its upper bound, all divided by 2. So we have the lower bound plus the upper bound, all divided by 2. So the center of a set equals the lower bound plus the upper bound, all divided by 2. So if we need to find the center of the first set, for example, the first set starts from 20 to less than 30. So its lower bound equals 20. So we can say the center of the set 20 equals 20 plus 30, all divided by 2. So we have 20 plus 30 equals 50. So we have 50 over 2 equals 25. So the center of the set 20 equals 25. 5, and the center of the set 30 equals 35, and the center of the set 40 its lower bound plus its upper bound all divided by 2, so we have 40 plus 50 all divided by 2, so we have 40 plus 50 equals 90 divided 2 equals 45. So we noticed that the center of the first set is 25, and the second set is 35, and the third set is 45. And to find the center of the next set, so we have to add 10 to 45, because we noticed that we start from 25, then 35, then 45, so the next will be 55. And the third step, I want to determine the points which represent the ordered pairs. The ordered pairs, or this ordered pair, is formed from the center of the set and the frequency. The center of the set and the frequency. For example, if you look at the set 20, the ordered pair of the set 20 is 25 and its frequency. So the frequency in the first set and the set 20 equals 6. So we have 25 and 6. So we can find all the ordered pairs of the sets. Then we determine the points which represent the ordered pairs. And in the last step, I would draw line segments that join these points in order. Thus, I would finish drawing the frequency polygon. So now we have this frequency polygon. We found the center of the set 20. So we have 20 plus 30 all divided by 2. So we have 25. So we go to 25. Then we move up to the frequency equals 6, then we put this point. And we have the center of the set 30 equals 30 plus 40 all divided by 2, so we have 35. So we have 35 and the frequency equals 10, so we put this point. Then we join all points by the same method. So now let's start by solving some exercises. If you look at this practice, we have the following table represents the marks of 50 students in the math exam in a month, where the full mark is 50. In this cumulative frequency table, we have these sets, the set 10 and 20 and 30 and 40. We need to draw the frequency polygon which represents the given data. I will choose to follow the method of Yasser because it's more easier than Magdi method. So let's start by finding the center of each set. So if we need to find the center of the first set, so we have the center of the set 10 equals 10 plus 20. We have the lower bound plus the upper bound, all divided by 2, so we have 10 plus 20 equals 30, 30 divided by 2 equals 15. So we can say the center of the first set is 15, and the center of the second set, the set 20, equals 20 plus 30, all divided by 2, so we have 50 divided 2 equals 25. So we notice that the center is increased by 10, so the next set will be 35 and 45 and so on. So we can say the center of the first set equals 15 and the center of the second set equals 25, so the next one will be 35 and 45. Then we have to put our data on these two axes. We have the horizontal x for the sets, so we have sets, and the vertical x for the frequency, so we have frequency. So we have the sets and frequency. We can put our sets on the horizontal x, so we can start with the set 10, then we have 20, then we have 30 and 40 and 50, because the full mark equals 50. And we can write the numbers on the vertical x, or the x for frequency, by skip count by 3. So we have 3, then 6, then 9, then 12, then 15 and 18 and 21 and 24. So we have the vertical x for frequencies and the horizontal x is for the sets. And now we have to write the ordered pair of each set. The first ordered pair, we have the center of the set 15 and the frequency equals 10. And if we look at the second set, we have the center of the set equals 25 and the frequency equals 12. And if we look at the third set, we have the center equals 35 and the frequency equals 18. And in the fourth set, we have the center equals 45 and the frequency equals 10. So now we can represent these data using the frequency polygon. We have to determine the points which represents the ordered pairs. The ordered pair is 15 and 10. So we have to start with the horizontal x. We run to 15 and jump to 10. So this is the point represents the first ordered pair. And if we look at the second ordered pair, we have 25 and 12. So we have to run to 25, then jump to 12. And when we look at the third ordered pair, we have 35 and 18. So we have to run to 35, then we jump to 18. And in the fourth ordered pair, we have 45 and 10. The center equals 45 and the frequency equals 10. So we have to run to 45, then we jump to 10. So this point. And the last step is to draw the line segments. They join between all these points. So we have to join these points using our ruler to form the frequency polygon. To form the frequency polygon of these data. So now we finished our lesson, and by the end of the lesson, study hard and stay safe. Good luck.